Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of the GC Informer, Gamecast's very own news program. I'm your host for today, Mark, also known as Quaistwatch. First up, Capcom have announced a Monster Hunter animated special. Monster Hunter Legends of the Guild is a collaboration project between Capcom and Pure Imagination Studios. Legends of the Guild is a 3D animated special that will expand on the Monster Hunter universe. It will tell the story of a brave young hunter seeking a chance to prove himself. He'll most likely get his chance too, as an elder dragon is heading straight for his remote village. For anyone unfamiliar with the Monster Hunter universe, elder dragons come in all shapes and sizes, but are all incredible forces of nature, whether they control wind, lightning, or are a literal walking mountain, as is the case in the recent Monster Hunter world. The animated feature is designed to be enjoyed by both fans of the franchise and those that have never even heard of Monster Hunter before. Monster Hunter Legends of the Guild will release globally sometime in 2019. Next up, Far Cry 5's first major silly DLC expansion has been announced and slated for a July 17th release. Far Cry 5 Lost on Mars will allow players to fight back an alien invasion of Earth by shooting your way through the Red Planet. The DLC will include new alien weapons, tweaked gameplay mechanics, and plenty of new enemy types. There will also be new additions to the Far Cry arcade mode to accommodate the new tools present in the Mars DLC. This whole thing reminds me of how Far Cry tackled Blood Dragon shortly after 3 came out. It was a fun celebration of 80s movies and cartoons with stupid jokes and intentionally cringy acting and dialogue. This seems to want to capture that same level of silly fun, and while it does look like a blast, it doesn't seem to be a standalone title like Blood Dragon. While Far Cry 5 is a solid game on its own, I'm sure much like Blood Dragon, people would just like to play a small side story that has no weight on anything, and not feel the need to purchase the full game it was based off of. But that also might have happened because Far Cry 5 will have a zombie-themed DLC pack similar to the Mars one, and releasing both as separate games in a short time frame may be messy. Far Cry 5 Lost on Mars launches on July 17th this year. Lastly, Code Vein has been pushed back from its September 28th release to an indefinite time in 2019. For those unfamiliar, Code Vein is basically an anime-ish Dark Souls made by the developers of the God Eater series and Namco Bandai. Much like God Eater, it plays with a genre that doesn't have much story or relies heavily on multiplayer, and injects it full of character and AI companions. The devs cited that feedback they gained from E3 has given them a lot to think about and refine, and the game simply wouldn't be ready in time due to new adjustments. While it was shaping up rather nicely, Code Vein did look a little slow, and there wasn't a whole lot of visual feedback when hitting an enemy. Granted, I didn't play the game demo, but that's just how it looked to me, and that's the sort of thing you want to get right in a Souls-like game. They may also have delayed the title due to the window in September and October already being loaded with high-profile games like Spider-Man and Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm happy they want to make the game the best it can be, and hopefully it'll release during a window where it'll have most if not all of the attention for a few weeks. And that's all the time we have for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and please let us know what you thought of today's topics in the comments below. Until next time, bye!